literally going to just chill and let it idle for a couple of minutes in hope that the revs pick up or drop off to show that the choke's not needed anymore. I need it to warm up.
A few moments later.
All that rattling sounds terrible. There you go. See if it will idle off the choke. Didn't like no restriction. Bad, really. The last set we had were full of rust and all, weren't they? They look fine on the outside though, funny enough. It also didn't want to keep idling there, didn't want to keep running. So yeah, I don't really know where we go from there. It's not a happy engine. I mean, next step for this would be to pop the spark plugs, give the coils a clean or switch them to new ones. They're only £1 each. Look at all the wiring. I don't know what's plugged in and what's not. There's a lot not plugged in. And yeah, it didn't sound terrible. The rust in the exhaust is not good. I don't know if the carbs are balanced at all. Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns at this stage, but normally I would cut the coil lead short and stuff and clean all the connections because they're all a little bit iffy. In fact, they've been shrink wrapped on there, so they're not going to be the best connection. In fact, I don't know if they're connecting at all. Yeah, well, there you go, Lig. Gives us somewhere to start. I'll be cutting them wires, putting proper clips on and clipping again. It didn't sound far off, considering it sounded like, in fact, it sounded like it was potentially running on one side, which is what it could be. If it would start up now, I'd be popping a plug. I think this side, I could do that. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if it runs and sounds the same. Let me take the choke off. I think it wasn't happy with choke on. Is that choke? That's choke on. I'll take the choke off and see if I can get it to fire, and it sounds similar. If I do, I know one side's playing up. Actually, what am I talking about? I've killed the battery and the starter. Yeah. So let's not do that. Next week then. Next week, check the spark plugs, give them a clean, trim up the leads. I might actually just order 2 new single coils. It won't hurt. I've got 2 in there and all, so I'll buy 2 new ones for the bike. That'll give us an idea of if it's running at its best or not. Yeah, that's it. I'm not here tomorrow. I'm taking the CB, so I'll be back next week. But it'd be nice to see what we're getting from Wales tomorrow.
The next day.
So I'm halfway between London and Wales. I'm taking the Honda CB200 to Anthony. It's a good swap. He's a pro. He can sort out the Honda CB200 and I can sell off his little swap. Yeah, very glad we're doing it. Let's just hope it's still. Hey. I mean, it's a stunning bike. I mean, he what I liked about Anthony when he was looking at the bike is he recognised the work that went into it. He knew the frame was good. He said, look, the frame's come out good. He liked the way we did the seat. I did the seat. He liked it overall. And what he can do is actually finish the engine and do it properly. So, yeah, really glad. Bike's nice and secure. I'm going to continue the journey. And it's going to be a long day, but well worth it. Love Anthony. Anthony threw a curveball at me. So I was expecting a bike in part exchange for my Honda. I got 2 bikes in part exchange for my Honda. He created the, I don't know if that's a Mutt or a Herald actually. He's done a wicked job on that. It looks brilliant. And then he threw this Hayano no EO at me. Mono rider, just needs cleaning up. He's actually done me a huge favour there, because that bike cleaned up will still get me 650 in London. It is a run. I mean, of course it's got gaffer tape on it in bits and pieces, but as long as it's safe, cleaned and serviced, there's a few pounds in there. Oh, it's a Herald. It is a Herald. Okay. And this thing is stunning. Someone in London's gonna love that. That's £1,000 all day long, maybe 1250. So yeah. So I think we've got 1,800 quid there for the Honda. In a way, I feel bad.
1 hour later.
So nearly back, about an hour away. This was the real purpose of the trip. We got it in. It's packed lovely. That was a very, very long day. Bristol first, then Wales, then Bristol, then back to London. Long day. These bikes held up well. Let's put them out. Let's have a very quick look while we've got some light, and then we'll go from there. So bike number one is this Huo Neo bike. Never heard of it. Chinese 125. It needs a lot of tarting up, but that's kind of what it is. It's tarting up, I think. I think they're both starters, runner riders. I say that. Let's see. Right, are you on? Are you on? No. Ah, there you go. Wow. No horn. Some indicators. No main bulb, actually they're not on. Hey! High, low. Oh, just bloody does things. That's pretty cool. I think the fuel's off, so I won't run it too long. But that's a great start. I think it's just tying up. Love the gaffer tape camo. If you've ever got this, I'm using a couple of cable ties. But I'm not throwing gaffer tape at it. And then everything around there, it's got to be about shit, is this a twin exhaust? It is. Wrap the exhausts, take this rear bar off, clean it, put it back on, black it, whatever. Easy projects. Engine sounds great. Not keen on the tank. You've got options with the tank. Just buy a new one. Chinese tanks are pretty cheap, or just polish this up and roll with it. I'm pretty happy with that already. Although I haven't fully assessed it, of course. Front brake works well. Don't know about the rear. What's next? Let's get out the number one. I'm going to be very clever as to how I sell that, because Anthony built it and he knows how to build bikes. So I'm going to have to highlight that it was built by a specialist. I do like this. It's nice and tall. It looks bigger than a 125. I like the wrapped exhaust. I'm hoping it doesn't sound too loud. I like the knobblies. Now it hasn't got a front mudguard. Now, and I'm debating. Actually, it's rock solid. I'm debating as to whether in the UK you have to have a front mudguard or not. I think you don't. The look, that is the look of this bike, so he's achieved the look. So yeah, I'm debating whether I need a mudguard or not, but I think the answer is no. He's done a good job on this. Side stand, I probably need to get a longer one. That one doesn't sit right with me. I wouldn't be comfortable leaving the bike. I think a longer one, and it will just bolt to the same pin. Yeah, there's adjustable ones out there that for me will just sit better. Couple of touching up on the on here otherwise, because it's a shame not doing that. It's a hand choke. I like the rear shocks, they're great. Let's see. I think it's a starter. What have we lost here? We lost the green cap. Yeah, we've lost the green cap, so we might. What are the options there? Well, doesn't matter too much. I think it's a starter. Well, it is a starter runner rider, I'm sure. Oh, am I in gear? Is it a clutch switch? Oh, I can't do this and hold the phone. Wow. Sounds great. Sounds so smooth. be a bit late to mess around too much with that. I'm not sure if the rear light was working off. I'm not sure if it was working. Is that loose? Yeah. I don't know if it was on there. Actually, it's not going to be on because I didn't have it on. Now it'll be on. Let me fire up again. Clutch switch, come on. Oh. Oh, is that a cut-off switch maybe? Come on. There you go. Clutch switch. I need to get used to this thing. Side stands, clutch switches. Oh yeah. There you go. Choke on or off? Choke was on. That's a bit better. That's a better sounding idle. Front light's great, wow. It's a good beam. I'm happy with this one. I'm really happy with this one. That'll be advertised for $12.50. Should be £1,000 all day long. Should be $12.50 really, but of course I do want to run it, ride it, and check for myself exactly what's working and what's not. Front brake feels great. Is that blocked off? Yeah, it is. Otherwise it'd be trying to suck something in. What's that blocked off with? It's been shrink wrapped over. That's a good idea. I like that. It sounds great. It sounds great. Should be a quick sale, this one. That's great off the choke and all. Yep, very happy with that.